Don't forget, guys, I link everything down in the description, including discount codes. Just like today's knife, we do have a 20% discount code, but I have everything linked down there, including my memberships and all the dealerships, all the companies. Everything's linked down in the description, including Neeves Knife Co., where I have my own knives and sharpening supplies. Check it out. Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we have another new Kubi. And Kubi, man, Kubi has been absolutely killing it. We have a titanium crossbar lock knife with this white twill carbon fiber. I absolutely love this carbon fiber. I love the blue twill, the green twill, the white twill. I have some stuff coming, hopefully not too far from now, with some twill on it myself. We have a blasted M390 clip point blade. This is a great version of like a workhorse clip point blade, where it's not like other clip points where the tip is so high that it's ridiculous to get to. This one you can easily still get to the tip for utility cuts, but you have a nice amount of ability to get leverage down on a flat surface and plenty of straight edge there to get long cuts. Great geometry. This is obviously a premium knife, but I mean, this could be a great hunting knife, or, you know, semi-outdoors knife. You know, obviously, you know, it's more of a premium knife, so just depending on who you are and what you like to do with your knives, but the shape and the design of it is definitely perfect for those types of things. But it's also great for just basic EDC. Clip points, you know, they are kind of known for being somewhat of a fighting style blade shape. You have a nice ramp here, great execution on that. You got a nice choke up spot, and with these ergonomics, man, I love the way they did. It's the little details, right? How if you look, this goes this way and then cants down, and then right here spikes down. That feels so good right there in the hand. Like, it feels really, really good. Then you have this nice chamfer around the edge. All those little details really make or break good ergonomics. The clip, plenty of spring. I like the ramp. That's, you know, nice and smooth over the pocket. You got a hidden lanyard. If you're gonna have a lanyard, that's the way to do it. TA hardware all the way around. Love to see that. Obviously, I've been screaming about that for a long time. Plunge grind is good. You know, it's out of the way. You're going to have plenty of life to sharpen off. The finish on the blade, like I said, is a blasted finish, and it matches the titanium really well. This is a very, I don't want to say subdued, because it has a little bit of pop from like the twill carbon fiber, but it's got a nice elegant look that just looks like it could be anything. Like, it could be somewhat of a large gentleman piece. It could also be a work knife. It could also be, you know, just your basic EDC. Like, it kind of just falls under so many categories. And I believe it is on washers. I mean, that's what it feels like. It does feel like it's on washers, where, yeah, it's definitely on washers. So it's not like drop shut, where when you just disengage the lock, it just slams shut, but with just a little bit of effort, it slams shut, so you can easily rapidly open and close it. But that is something that will get smoother and smoother and smoother as the washers break in. That's kind of how washers are, just over time. They just get smoother and smoother and glassier and glassier. And the cool thing about that is that your knife tends to feel like it's getting better over time, not worse. You know, everything kind of does that, I guess. It starts, and then as it starts, like, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse until it's old and done, or it could potentially just get better and better and better and better until it starts to get worse and worse until it's done, right? These types of knives, you know, with washers, you know, especially with premium materials and all that like this, is going to tend to get better and better. And then, you know, over a long period of time, which could be a very, very long period of time. But bearings can do the same thing, just depends on the knife. This feels extremely well done. I mean, this is a damn bank vault, even up and down. Like, I can't muscle, not even of anything. It is rock solid. The crossbar lock is nice and large, nice engagement. You can see you got the stop pin there, engagement of the lock. You got nice purchase on the crossbar. Great thumb stud placement too. I like that they put those little ridges on the thumb studs, and I like that they put the chamfer there, so it's like your thumb just naturally knows where to go with this. And it's far enough away from the tie and also close enough that it kind of has that balance where, you know, yes, it's close enough where your thumb is just hitting it, but it's far enough away where you got a good amount of leverage to do the reverse flick or thumb flick. Nice sound too. Not like a ting ting sound, but a nice thwack and a nice, I don't even know, kind of sounds like two little marbles hitting on the close. But a very solid sound on the opening. Nothing special about it, but the feeling of it makes it feel like this is a very solid knife. Hopefully that makes sense. It doesn't sound rattly. It doesn't sound anything like that. It just sounds tough. And I like that. And man, you know, when you couple this blade shape with these ergos, you got a really good knife here. Kubi, man. Kubi KB Knives has been doing the most this year. They've really been saying, like, you know, let's see what we can, let's see if we can't push the limits of what we can do, because they have been killing it, man. They're just dropping heater after heater after heater. And they're definitely becoming a huge name in collaborations. Like with this guy, JK, not 100%. I don't know. But a JK, I'm guessing that's a JK, so I could be wrong, but I'll put the designer up here somewhere on the screen. I probably know who it is, and I'm just not recognizing that particular logo. But anyways, wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a cool knife. I think that this thing could be a lot. I could just see this being a lot of people's knives. The only thing is that the size is a little large. I think this is about a 3.5, 3.6 inch blade, but the shape, because of the ergos, because you have distance away from the plunge, like this is an easy one to sharpen. If you're going to have a clip point and you want it to be easy to sharpen, this one's very easy to follow that angle all the way to the tip. Yes, it does have a decent belly, so you do have to lift your elbow up a bit, but not like it's not difficult, especially with these ergos, because the ergos that complement the blade make it so much easier to follow the edge angle by locking your wrist and your elbow. You know, when you have this straightforward thing right from through the handle all the way to the blade, you tend to feel like you can feel the angle so much more. And even on the push, same thing. You got a lot of control in the palm. Yeah, that's going to be an easy sharpening for sure. And, you know, as far as their M390, I need to do some more controlled tests on it. I've never had an issue with it. It's always been decent. So, you know, I have no complaints about it at all. You know, a while back I had, you know, a few that, you know, stood out to me as not being that great. But over time, it seems like most companies have kind of figured out their M390, or whoever's heat treating their M390 has figured it out and has gotten good at it, because it does seem like they are pretty damn consistent, which was one of the biggest issues with M390 in the past. I'll have everything linked down in the description. Don't forget, I have a 20% discount code. Work hard, stay tough. Till next time, peace.